Hello, I'm Brian Essick, and this is How to Automotive. In today's video, I'm excited because we're checking out the brand new locking flex head ratchets by Milwaukee Tools, so stay tuned for that. So all the ratchets have a locking head here that have 11 different total positions that you can put it in. You can either have it locked or unlocked for use. It features a 90 tooth count head here, with 4 degrees of arc in between each pawl here, or tooth or gear. So it's only 4 degrees of arc, so you can get it in those really tight spots. It features a sealed head unit here, so that it's maintenance free. You don't need to do anything. I wouldn't say it's 100% waterproof, but it's definitely waterproof and grease proof and coolant proof, or resistant anyways. The selector switches here are low profile, so they're not completely flush, but they're not sticking way up where they're going to get caught on something and be flipped back and forth in use. They have a really quality feel to them. Everything in it is metal. There's no plastic parts or anything in it. It has a solid chrome finish on all the ratchets. They range from about 18 inches long, 12 inches long, 9 inches long, and about 6 inches long. Now they do offer other ratchets, such as this tiny little stubby here. Super cool one here. It's not a flexing one, but I just wanted to show you, some of the options they have. This one's a really cool ratchet. One of the things I like about the ratchets is it doesn't have a floppy head, and if it should loosen up over time of wear and tear and use, you can tighten it up with the screw here. So some ratchets have a pin through here, and as they wear, they get super floppy, and that's kind of annoying. These do not have that, and they have the option of tightening them up if they do loosen up in the future. They only come in the metal grip here. They don't offer a comfort grip or a rubber grip yet. They might be coming out with that in the future, but for now, they don't offer that. Drawback that I can see in all the ratchets here is this particular edge right here. It's a sharp edge, and because it's a sharp edge, I can see in the future that it's possible that this will chip the chrome. When you bang it up, throw it in your toolbox, just day-to-day use. I have a feeling this sharp edge right here is probably going to chip. As you can see right here, just from the little bit of use I've done with it, you can see a little ding in the chrome right there. I don't think it's going to affect how the ratchet works or operates, and I don't think it's going to affect how it feels in your hands at all. But if you're concerned about cosmetics, I do feel like it's going to be an issue in the future, and it's like that on all the ratchets. So that's if I was to redesign or have a redesign, that would be the only thing I would do different on these ratchets. Is just round those edges off a little bit, and I don't think you would have any chrome issues, but that is a point that I wanted to bring to you guys. So I was just recently invited to the Milwaukee Tools pipeline event, and what that is a in-person event, and at the show they had the new ratchets featured there. So I'll show you that footage there, then we'll take it out to the shop and put them to work.
4 degrees of arc swing for those tight spaces, better access, more adaptable. And it's 4 degrees of arc swing across the board.
So they had more than just their flex head ratchets on display. They had all the ratchets they offer, which is quite a few of them, as you can see here in this drawer here. But I was able to get them in my hands and check them out for the first time, along with a few other automotive influencers. And we were all just discussing, what we thought about it, how they feel. And overall, the consensus was they feel really good. They feel like really quality. Some of the guys thought the head on the half-inch drive was a little big. And for me, that wasn't a big deal because half-inch drive you're using on suspension and that type of stuff. So a little bit bigger head is not going to be that big of a deal. So as you can see, it's a really high quality chrome on these ratchets. They have a really solid feel to the ratchet. So as soon as I got back from the show, they sent me out a complete set of these ratchets. And the first thing I did was bust them out of the package and put them to work. So the first thing I did was put them to work, and what I did was I tested out the ability to switch the head from locking, unlocking, trying to do it just one-handed. So I was trying to feel the mechanism and how it works, how smooth the teeth are on the head, which these are 90 tooth design. You can pop them up in a vertical position like this and use it as like a speed wrench. That's the great thing about flex head ratchets, is you have so many options on how you're going to use them, and they really do make life easier. In this application here, I'm pulling some spark plugs. So here I'm using the 18-inch half-inch drive flex head ratchet here to rotate the engine around. I'm doing a timing belt on this car, and so I'm cranking the engine around by hand. And the spark plugs are still in the engine, so the engine has compression. So having that extra long 18-inch handle came in handy to rotate this engine around, made it easy for me. As you can see here, I'm lining up the timing marks so I can remove the belt. So I'm replacing some axle seals on this Ford, and I put the ratchet to work here to remove the locking nuts here. So the threads on the passenger side are reverse threads, so it's righty-loosey instead of righty-tighty. So I have to say the 9-inch flex head quarter-inch drive ratchet was my favorite one to use of them all. I love that extra length on it. Allowed me to put just an amount of leverage on there. It's almost like a 3/8 drive ratchet, but small, just a little bit smaller, and you use it in those combat areas. I practically used it as a 3/8 ratchet, but using quarter-inch tools. On the 69 Cougar here, I was doing a compression test on the engine, and the ratchet came in handy, you know, getting around all the obstacles as I took the spark plugs out. And with the 4-degree arc, you know, allowed me to really manipulate the ratchet to get the spark plugs out in these tight areas. This was the 3/8 drive version here. So if you're interested in any of these locking flex head ratchets, I will leave links for it down in the description of the video. I'm Brian Russell from How to Automotive. I'd like to thank you for watching.